Good evening. It's 7 o'clock on a Monday night, and I'm here for mental mind treatments. Wow, I've had a long day, so some things went great. One of the things, and I'll tell those of you that are very interested in what's been going on with me, I had a PET scan on Wednesday, and all is clear. So now I'm not, don't have to go for treatment. I just have to keep getting well, which I've been doing, and I'm doing a lot more. And that's why I was a little tired this afternoon, because I've been walking without my walker. I've been doing more things, and I was out and visited 3 different stores. When you was realized I used to manage 2. So if that, and I come home tired. So I'm feeling like things are coming together really, really well, which is good. And I have so much more energy. I've been doing things which before it was just too much to do, except my YouTube shows. They got priority. So here I am waiting for people to put in through the chat line, whatever it is you want. I really appreciate your comments. I have got some. And also a couple of people have gone to my website, seen my, newsletter, where I have specials happening in both February and March, because January is already gone. Well, the special day we're having, I wonder if I got that written down here. No, I don't, out of the top of my mind. It's in my appointment book. Anyway, on February, I'm channeling your guide. And in March, I have a past life regression workshop. So anyway, go check out my website, same, just normacowie.com. And of course, the 3 W's in front. and just see what's being offered, which is what I want to do. Now, my friend Kayla phoned me today. She's had a lot of changes going on, and she's still feeling very, very tired. So, being that she is a friend, excuse a second, I said I would do a reading for her, find out what is making her tired. And I found it very interesting, because my voice should not be doing this. I've been talking 2 sessions and 2 YouTubes and 2 personal sessions, and none of this happened. So I don't know what's going on, as I never have known what's going on. Anyway, asked what was making her tired. If you know tarot, I got the Page of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun. Now, what's interesting, the Wheel of Fortune we use because it's number 10. The Sun is number 19. The Page of Pentacles is an attitude. We have attitudes towards life. And although Kayla, I don't see that she's in here yet, well, she will listen. What it's saying is that being caught up, the Page of Pentacles is always absorbed in whatever's going on and what needs to be done. And the Wheel of Fortune is like, you need to be like this hub of the wheel, not on the wheel. And we know, because we've done many weeks of this, saying you got to watch your energy, just be careful. And the Sun is a number 19, is a new beginning, which is basically saying what we've been saying for weeks. Don't get too absorbed. Stay centered with what you can do, what you can manage, and realize you're starting a new approach to life, which will give you freedom, actually. But so I found that very, very interesting, Kayla. And I hope that helps, because basically it's the same thing we've been saying now, but it's got a little different twist on it, because I did the reading on it and I could see what was happening. Okay, Lisa Marie, how are you? Okay. I am so happy to hear you are feeling better. Bless you. Yes, me too. I'm feeling much better and have been for a few weeks, but now we've got confirmation that, yes, we don't have to go back into that program that was driving me crazy with all sorts of things. I was one of the ones that had all the symptoms. Who wouldn't you know it, But anyway, I'm good. I would love a treatment for whatever comes up for 9, 17, and 21. By the way, if you want to know what tarot cards they represent, just ask, because that can make the difference. I can tell you, this is the Hermit, the Star, and the World. Anyway, okay, what do I get here from Lisa Marie? Whatever is going on now, it says the answer is inside you. You have to make the decision. You have to say or do whatever you feel like doing. And the key here is balance. One of the elements with the 17, the star, is you can't give everything away. And we see this a lot here. We see this a lot where people do not contain their energy. They put it out. And when you say here, my relationship is not in alignment at all, no, because you're giving too much, way too much. What you need to do is be in balance. Who are you living for? You're living for yourself. It's one of the hardest things, and I especially feel for women, because and I'm not being prejudiced here. It just seems to be a fact. I'm trying to organize my picture here a bit. Is that women very often give. And this is what happens here. The answer is you. You're the issue, not your partner. Because your energy balance is you're trying to please, you're trying to help, you're trying to do whatever, and you're not looking after you. And that's why things have to come back into balance. You've got to be balanced to what you think, what you feel, what you want. And work whatever needs to be worked out, right? Work it out. But it's like, as long as you're giving all this energy away, you won't be strong. You won't be strong. That's what's important. You need to be strong. Okay, now do we have any more? Or that's it. We're having a very quiet night maybe tonight. Oh, that'd be interesting. I needed a quiet afternoon, I'll tell you. But I'm good now. So anybody else want to have a mental mind treatment? Anybody else want to know what's going on for them? Or do we having a very, very quiet night? Well, there's 6 people on, and that's 3 have written in so far. Marion says, where are the prayers? What do you mean, where are the prayers? I don't understand. I'm writing them. I don't understand what you're saying. Oh, from people. Yeah. I don't know. Where is everybody? They're not here. And that could be, there's a lot of things going on TV. I know, because tennis, I've been watching tennis, and I happen to be watching the college football final game because I'm a sports jock, I happened to run into the two games that were going on, and this is the final. And the team I had watched win the last 2, the quarterfinals, the semifinal, are being slaughtered. So I was quite happy to come here. Hi, Leroy. Norma, hello. I want a treatment. I do not feel a sense of purpose or direction. I'm having a difficult time with life when I try to progress. Is that what it says? Progress in my channeling your art. Right. So you've got 2, 12, and 16. So we're looking at High Priestess, except Hanged Man, and the Tower. The first thing that comes to me, Leroy, is you got to get out of your head when you try to channel. You got to become an absolute blank canvas. As I've said earlier, I've got a channeling workshop coming up. I think it's on the 15th of February. It's Saturday anyway, Saturday morning. You've got a choice to make. And if you're trying to channel whatever, you got to think of, this is your blank canvas. Now, what wants to come up from within? You're looking mentally, I think, to try and find it. You're not going to find it there. You're going to find your own thinking and what you're wanting to do. And that's okay. A lot of people do that if you want to do art. But if you want to do channeling art, you got to go to your heart and allow the cosmos, you might say, to speak to you, to allow you to perceive, to see. You can even ask, you can say, show me something here. Show me something. And that will make the difference. So in other words, get your head out of the game. You're not going to figure it out that way at all. And allow the universe, whatever, God, whatever you want to call that force, ask it. Ask for something. It may be just a color. Start with a color. See where that color wants to go. Allow your imagination can really help in art, in channeling. Now, my friend Kayla here, she does magnificent work. And I have many of her drawings that she's done actually around my house, channeled. And I would say she channels everything she does. She's done some brilliant things. But, maybe, Kayla, you would like to put on what you find. If I think I'm correct in just saying ask and finding what comes and allowing it to come onto the paper. So, Leroy, just remember this is about acceptance. Otherwise, you're in disaster mode because you've got too much mental trying to figure it out. You can't figure it out. It's got to flow. It's got to be at one with all that there is. Now, I'm going to give, I'm realizing I haven't done treatments for these. I've just talked about them. Okay, let me give you a treatment, Leroy. I know there's one power and there's one essence, and I know that Leroy really, really wants to channel his art, but I also know he's got to get out of the way to let that art come through with ease and grace. I therefore know that the universe is right there on his shoulders, so just waiting to be able to move in and show and display all the wonderful things that are there. And for that, I give thanks. And I give thanks by saying, and so it is. So I'm going to go back to Lisa Marie for a moment, saying, again, as I move into treatment more, to say, I know that I have the answers if I relax. And as I relax, I come into balance. And when I come into balance, everything is understood. I can see clearly. It's like my new glasses. You can see clearly. You can be where you want to be. And I'm going to give thanks for this, for I know that it is true and it is one. And therefore, because I didn't also do a treatment I was just talking for Kayla, I'm just going to say, I know in the power that Kayla knows to allow the love force, as I call it, move through her with ease and grace so that she has strength, purpose, and energy, and just allow herself to regenerate the awareness of who she is and not be figuring it all out, just allowing a new beginning, a new awareness of not doing things. And I give thanks for the knowing of this. And so we move ahead with that. And I give thanks. So Lisa Marie says, thank you, Norma. This is true, but always helps to get confirmation of that. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much. I need it being appreciated today, believe it or not. You continue to be blessed with amazing health and happiness. And yes, it's so happening and it's so good. Karen Merkus, who sends me these wonderful pictures from her apartment up in the mountains with the sun and everything else. Oh, she just, 16, 18, and 2. What happened to your life? So if we're looking at this actual symbols, Tower, Moon, and High Priestess. 2 massive emotional cards and one showing something occurred. Something has come in to throw the life into some form of chaos or letting go. The Tower is always about letting go and not trying to hold on, whatever it is, whether it's philosophy, something that occurs, some information, whatever. It's like allowing it to go, because in the symbology of the tarot, those that hang on to what was move further away from source. So the first thing here is, no matter what it is that's happened, because we know something has, we've got to make sure our emotions, that we do not deceive ourselves, that the response is the way the response has to be. And that the high priestess says, you've got a choice here. You can realize that everything is in its right place at the right time. Boy, that's a hard one to take sometimes. Like, why? Why me? And why now? When I'm doing so good, or I'm being good, or I'm being, because there's always a whole pile of stuff that we don't really get, and they need to go through. I was just telling somebody, actually a client, that over the years when I've had things happen, I would think, how come this is happening to me? And I realized everything that happened to me when clients came, and I had a lot of clients for a lot of years, I would know because I'd already been through it. I wasn't talking just whatever, because I experienced it. Karen, this is an experience for you, and it's about recognizing your feelings. And I'm going to say, like with the high priestess, is don't judge them. Don't judge. Flow to where you want to be. So you're starting to move, because remember, in the high priestess, there's a river behind. The river behind. Don't get caught in your head and the emotional element of what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to work this? Because the answer says we're moving forward. And that moon is an emotional card. Then the high priestess is too. Like, it deals with emotion because something has happened. Breathe and let go. So let's move into treatment. I know there is one power and one essence. I know, as I speak my word for Karen, that there is only love and light, growth, understanding, and perception. I also know that when the unexpected occurs, sometimes it's difficult to let go and see what comes from that as we rebuild in light and love and understanding. Emotions are ours, and the easiest element of dealing with emotion is to meet it head on and name it so it has its place. The body is going freaking. That's usually what happens. And we need to name it so the body subsides. We need to decide the direction that we want to take. Where do we really want to go? What do we want to achieve here, if we even are aware yet? And with that, everything begins to come together in such a wonderful, wonderful way. And there is just light and beingness. This is a growth. This is a decision point. There is a decision point in here. And there is love and light. And I just want to say to you, Karen, my dear, if you want to email me, you can. I give thanks as I release this thought, knowing that it is true. It is done. And so it is. You are at one with all that there is. Okay. Hang on a minute. Thanks, Lisa Marie. We'll have Perk back over here. And when you say, I so appreciate you, I thank you for that, because you continue to be blessed with amazing health and happiness. I sure am. It's wonderful. Karen B. Good evening, Norma. Blessings to everybody. May I please have a treatment for 5? And there's number 16 again. Hang on, I lost it. 20. Karen B. Okay. So Hierophant Tower again, and 20 is an acceptance number, the higher acceptance number. See, it's another number 2. And we had a number 2 is a decision, but this is more of an acceptance of the decisions. What have we got here? 5. I'm feeling a blank in a way, not my blank, but I'm feeling that here with the 5. I just want to make sure I got the right number. Hang on, it's already moved down a bit. Yeah. 5 is the Hierophant, and it's like more knowledge is needed, and it's like you're needing more knowledge in order to handle what is happening. Obviously, there's a lot of things happening out there in the world right now. So that you can, I got an itchy eye, and nothing is worse than an itchy eye. Am I seeing straight? I'm going to ask myself that. Am I seeing? Yeah, I don't usually get an itchy eye right there, but I did. You know how sometimes I have a little bug sometimes, but that can't be a bug because I don't have bugs in here. Okay, so let's explain this. 5 is the Hierophant. More knowledge is needed, more knowledge. But what do we need knowledge for? Because number 16, there's situations happening here over which we have no control. That's the whole thing about 16 is, as I said already for the other Karen, that being able to let go. Mentally, very often we want to manage. We want to hold on to what we perceive is or should be or you want to be, kind of thing. And what this says here is that you need to accept what is, what you don't like, what you don't want to know about. You got to bring it in and accept it, because until you accept it, you will not make a decision about it, and you will not change anything. This is annoying. And so it's about embracing where you are and deciding what you want to do about it. You're the key here. So in the treatment, we need strength and we need a power of vision. So let's see how that works. I know there is one power and one essence, and I know as I speak my word for Karen B, that the vision of life clears, and the emotionality and the fear and it's frustration that I feel in here dissipates, so that there is a sense of direction by accepting what is and cannot be changed. One of the elements we want to do is always change things to be the way we want them to be. And many things will not change to be the way we want them to be. So we have to accept that so we can move on to create something new and different. I give thanks in knowing that Karen B is on her journey for more, for completion, for awareness, for growth and happiness. I give thanks in knowing this as she lets go and is able to relax and allow it to be, because she understands there is more to this tale of these numbers than she even is aware of yet. So there's more to come. Good stuff. We want good stuff. I give thanks in this as I release this thought, knowing that Karen B will be able to execute what needs to be executed and done. And I give thanks for that by saying, and so it is. Hi, Jackie V. I would like a treatment for success with my art. Oh, it's an art night tonight. I'm just going to write your name down here. And your numbers were 4, 8, and 15. I always find with the 4, because if you know tarot at all, that's the Emperor, and it's pretty stuck. It's stubborn. It's set. Feels like it knows everything. So in other words, I'll come back to that in a moment about where, because we want success, right? So where are you stuck? Where are you maybe doing this rather than maybe being more fluid? Because the 8 talks about having the strength to be able to apply all of your beingness to what you do. But it's like there's a lot of emotion caught up in your art. I look at this and I think, where's the joy? I don't see joy here. I see hard work. I see a drive. I see a wantingness to have it all figured out how it's supposed to be. but it's like there's no joy. To me, and I'm not an artist, believe me, I'm not, but my friends, some of my friends are, brings joy either by looking at it, and the person who's doing the art needs joy. And I know many people go to, my dear Laurie's, anyway, many people go to university or art classes, etc., to learn the principles. And that's understood. That's okay. One needs to do that. But it's got to be joyous. It's got to be full of life. And if you want success in your art, believe me, just by looking at the numbers you've given me here, you need to get joy in your work. You need to feel free when you're doing your art. You're not because it's supposed to look this way or that way. I don't know. I just want to free it up and make it happy. So I'm going to do my treatment around that, because I think that if you want success, that's what you're going to need to do when I look at those numbers. Otherwise, it's too rigid. It's too trying to figure out, is this, that, and then you're frustrated. I think you end up frustrated. And that frustration, because there's no joy. Or we could say love. But it's joy, I think, is missing. Okay. I know there is one power and one essence, and I know that as I speak my word for Jackie V, I know that there is levels. And there's levels of doing, and there's levels of letting go and rejoicing in the it's life, I guess. Enjoying and rejoicing in life, and allowing that rejoicing in life to come inside and fill up. And it's like a watering can. It's like a watering can. It's like when I have that joy in me and it spills out, like then I have flowers. And then the garden grows, and my gardens are beautiful, and I am happy, and the world is happy looking at my garden. So I don't know. I really see that your art is like a garden, and it's like needing love, and it needs joy, and it needs light, and it needs freedom. So I give thanks in knowing that the essence of being, whatever you call that love of life, is with you, saying, open up, let it flow. You've got it. You just need to let it flow so others can enjoy it. I give thanks in this knowing as I release this for Jackie V by saying, and so it is. And so it is. Lisa Marie says, I didn't get the treatment as well, Norma. What happened? Oh, I went back and did it, actually. If you re-listen, I did do it. Yeah. It's not very long, but it's there. Let me just take a look. Yeah. It was basically about you. I can't remember, but I did do it. I did it quickly, though. So it wasn't as long, maybe, but I did do it because I realized I had been missing them. So where are we here? Share with that reacted her message. Leroy, you always are on target and give me clarity. So happy to get your healthy diagnosis. Yes, we all are. Okay. Shika. During a night. Oh, it also says that my connection is, this is the second time I did this on Sunday. Stable is a connection and they're working. So if I sounded big, that's why. It should be fine now. Okay, 3711. How do you see my cryptocurrency investments performing through this year? Treatment for financial guide. Is it? No, abundance. Yeah. Well, why not? We all need that. Hang on. So, cheapest. It's been one of those days, I'm sorry to say. There we go. Treatment for financial business. Financial abundance. Well, from what I understand, cryptos have been going up, and probably later on actually will come down, but right now they're going up. So let's see what you've got here. Abundance. cryptos. 3 is joy, love, and abundance. 7 is about leaving the old behind and moving in. And number 11 is about really making it's a higher order of a 2, and it's about committing to the journey. So basically looking at this, it basically means to me, you need to decide that you're going to go on the journey of financial abundance. It doesn't show quitting. It shows commitment, though, with that 11. You have to commit. You have to make the decision, yay or nay, not on what I say, but what on you feel and what you read and know, because it's got a journey in here that could be very, very beneficial for sure. But that 11 says you have to decide it. I can't tell you. I can pray that you get the inclination. It's not my job. I'm not a financial advisor. All I can say by these symbols here that you've given me, that it is abundant, it is shifting you into a new way, but you have to commit. You have to make the decision, not me, but I'll give a treatment for it. So for you to make the decision or help you make the decision. I know there is one power and one essence, and I know that Ashika has that ability to claim her independence and her power with the love and delight of life. I also know that there is abundance waiting and that there is shifts and changes that will happen, but also the determination and the commitment and the awareness of self-responsibility is making that decision and carrying it forward and knowing and committing. It's about commitment to that journey, the ups and downs of the journey. But if you want financial abundance and the love of life, it says it's available, but you have to commit. You have to make the decision. You have to commit to allowing that to blossom. I give thanks in the knowing that if she has the opportunity, if she makes the decision and the commitment. And I release this thought knowing that it is true and it is done by saying, and so it is. Okay. Karen Merkus says, thank you. I think I'm ready for another transformation session. Sure, just give me a call. I will email and set it up later in the month. Perfect. Yes, I had somebody else come in and do one too because it was time. Maggie G, good evening, Norma. Loved your Sunday thought. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder. I really appreciate that you watch the other programs, watch any of the 3 programs. Okay, you say loved your, you got that. Hang on, what are we at here? Me again, please. Treatment on successfully selling my condo. Okay, let me get this down. Successfully selling condo. And your numbers are 6, 10, and 16. There's 16. How many times does 16 come up today? 3 times. 4 times. What's going on in the world out there? That's 16 is always when something happens outside of you that you have no control over and blows everything apart. And the key when that happens is that you let go. But anyway, let's just see. Maybe that's just your fear. 6 is not, there's a lot of emotional confusion in here. Okay, Maggie G, let's see what we actually get. It's a little bit, you know what, you know the word hocus pocus when the energy is kind of wonky? Lovers, emotional confusion. 10, Wheel of Fortune, needing to be like the hub of the wheel while everything is going around. The Tower, when unexpected circumstances hit and everything seems to fall apart. The key is successfully selling the condo. When I look at what you've given me, I don't see that in the title. But we always know when we change our thinking or change what we're looking for, we can create miracles. Let me just do a treatment on this so I can see what comes through. I know there is one power and one essence, and I know as I speak my word for Maggie G, in her desire, willingness, and wanting to successfully sell her condo, there's something about totally letting go. The confusion is, where are the emotional ties? It's like I feel very subtle, almost invisible ties to the condo. And it makes me wonder, how much memories do you have tied up in the condo? Mainly because I know the condo. But that's what I'm seeing. It's like little threads, visible threads almost, but they're memories. And somehow or other, it's not that you cut the memories, but you pack them in your backpack so you can take them with you. The memories are not only just because they happened in the condo. The memories, and you can sort them out. You can say, yeah, I want that memory, I want that memory, I want that memory. I don't want those other ones where maybe they weren't so good or whatever. But somehow to me, when I'm in the mode of that's what they showed me. I said, okay, what do I do here? It's like these little strings of memories is the unhooking of them, packing them away so they can go with you. You're not going to lose your memories. Once you do that, it's like then it won't be so hard to let go of the condo. I feel it's been hard for you. You want to let go because you want a new place. We've talked about that in other weeks. But somehow it's like it's been hard to let it go, even though you're not aware of it. Sometimes with 16, you're not always aware what you're hanging on to. I'm just going to, and I know that the love, the essence of you will go through, but I really am going to suggest logically is you go through and think of all the memories that you want to keep. And you do that. And let go those that you don't want anymore. I think every place we live in, we have pluses and minuses of memories. That's my perception. But we want to get away from that 16. We want you to successfully sell your condo. That's 16 stopping it. So we've got to shift the baseline, which is number 6. The confusion, the memory ties. And I've never had that. 6 has never brought me that before. So the universe is working through for sure. So I give thanks in knowing that Maggie G will be able to put behind wherever everything moves and goes, all will be well. I give thanks in this. I give thanks as I release this, knowing that there is a new place waiting to take the specific memories you want to take with you. And when you have that very clear, and I hope this makes sense to you, when you have that very clear within yourself, it will go because there's no ties. There'll be no ties. And the person walks in and it's theirs. And they're not claiming it because you got all these little strings from before. Anyway, may you have success with that. Thank you. Jackie V says, thank you. Karen B says, after fall travels. And Charlie says, hello, Norma. How are you? Happy New Year. I am feeling very good. I always love doing these, even no matter how tired or what's going on. I find it is the goodness of everything. And I'm still feeling a little bit that Lisa Marie didn't think I did a treatment for her, but I did. It was maybe quick, but I went back and did them because I wanted them. I was only remembering, Norma, you're doing readings, but you're not doing treatments, so we must do those treatments. And it looks like our time is right, coming right. This is about right, usual. Some Sometimes it's longer, sometimes shorter. All of you, I want you to have a great, great week. I will be back on Wednesday morning. Haven't figured out what I'm going to talk about yet, but it'll come clear. And then again, Sunday for our Sunday thought. I do want to mention again that I do have those 2 workshops coming up. February the 16th, Channeling Your Guide. We tend to sit as a group doing that, and I've got a couple of people already booked in for that. And then on March the 16th, a workshop, a past life regression workshop. Good prices, so if you're interested, let me know, and we can get that sorted out for you. Well, I wish you well. I'll go back to my frustrating football game and watch tennis for the rest of the night. Blessings to all of you. Enjoy. Bye now.